Thank you so much. Well, we just put this song out a week ago, you guys. This is a brand new one from us called Saddle Up here for you. She's a 10, pull you in where you've been, girl, all of my life. To the heart from the start, falling hard, yeah, in no time. She'll be parking the car on your drive. It won't even be crossing your mind. She's a little more saddle up, heading out of town. A little more moving on, hanging around. A little more laying out on the highway running. If you ain't heard goodbye yet, it's coming. So best of luck to the next cowboy who's got her in his arms right now. She's a little more saddle up, settle down. She's got a way of making you think she's the staying kind. With that kiss on her lips when it hits and that look in her eye. Yeah, she always makes it feel like love till you're standing in a cloud of dust. She's a little more saddle up, heading out of town. A little more moving on, hanging around. A little more laying out on the highway running. If you ain't heard goodbye yet, it's coming. So best of luck to the next cowboy who's got her in his arms right now. She's a little more saddle up, and settle down. Yeah, no matter how good it's going, she's got a foot at the door without you knowing. She's a little more saddle up, heading out of town. A little more moving on, hanging around. A little more laying out on the highway running. If you ain't heard goodbye yet, it's coming. So best of luck to the next cowboy who's got her in his arms right now. She's a little more saddle up, and settle down. She's a little more saddle up, and settle down. Oh yeah, brand new one there for you guys. Mount Rushmore, I tell you what. All right, you guys. Like I told you, we're from the great state of Wyoming. We do have a fiddle player in the band. Who wants to see Brooke play the hell out of fiddle today? Yee-hoo! Slow play me some music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play, and I'll plug Well, thank you guys so much, man. What a crowd you are. We just got word in our ears that Air Force One is about 2 minutes from flying over. So you guys, it's going to be pretty epic. So get your cameras ready. But I'll play you guys this song. This might be one of my favorite songs I've ever wrote. It's a story song. It's kind of an Old West thing. This one's called The Saint for you.
Sky
thank you so much. I'll tell you what, we've got to do a lot of really cool things in our lives, but I'll tell you what, that flyover while we're playing music for the great state of South Dakota and America on America's 250th birthday, that was one of the coolest things that ever got to happen to us. So thank you guys for spending that and sharing that with us. This next song is a song I wrote about my uncle. My uncle's name was Don, and you know, we got another Uncle Don going to be here in a little while, the Commander-in-Chief, but this is a true story about one of the greatest cowboys I ever knew. My Uncle Don. It's called The Ballad of Uncle Don for you. 69 or 70 down a old town. I turned around and there before my eyes a lass with lovely hair red. I asked her for a lovely dance. She slapped me with her lovely hand and totally spit beside. Whoa, we're singing whiskey in a jar. Oh, we'll drink until we're blind. It's looking like a holy show. The morning we'll be shouting out, but now's not the time for tears. We're on the tear tonight. And through the door, 6'3", a mighty rugged bugger was he, with arms the size of apple trees and fists as big as cakes. I woke up lying on the floor. I'd won the fight, my mucker swore. My noggin and my arch are sore, and I can't feel my legs. Oh, we're singing whiskey in a jar. Oh, we'll drink until we're blind. It's looking like a holy show. The morning we'll be shouting out, but now is not the time for tears. We're on the tear tonight. Man, how's everybody still doing out there? America's 250th birthday. Tell you what a night it is. All right, we're gonna sing this third verse. This is for Rory Lemel out there. They're dancing on the tables now, the room is fairly spinning round. I'm merely truly pissed and plowed like everyone else in here. And when they slam the clinker door, it's nor I've not been before. So go ahead, my friend, and pour another pint of beer. Oh, we're drinking whiskey in a jar. Oh, we'll sing until we're blind. It's looking like a holy show. The morning we'll be shining up, but now is not the time for tears. Now is not the time. Oh, we're singing whiskey in a jar. Oh, we'll drink until we're blind. It's looking like a holy show. The morning we'll be shining up, but now is not the time for tears. We're on the tear tonight. Now is not the time for tears. We're on the tear tonight. One more. Once again, from the bottom of our hearts, from a bunch of Wyoming cowboys here, we sure appreciate you guys letting us sing to you tonight. What a night we'll remember forever. You know, we live over there in the cowboy state, and we have a little saying over there. With the way the world's got over the years, we think the world would be a better place if the world just had more cowboys. What do you think about that? This is for you tonight, America. It's called The World Needs More Cowboys. Hang on a second, Dale. Real quick, you guys, I want to introduce my band to you guys. These are my family. We travel all over. Here to my right, playing lead guitar from Saratoga, Wyoming. Would you make some noise for Mr. Wyatt Springsteen? Back there on the bass guitar, he came all the way up from Loveland, Colorado. Would you make some noise on that bass for Mr. J. Lee Downey? Oh, yeah. Hey, back here playing this other lead guitar. He's all the way up from Nashville, Tennessee, burning it down. Would you make some noise there on the guitar for Mr. Thomas Lewis? Back there on the drums, keeping us all together, one of the best drummers in the land. He's all the way down from Fargo, North Dakota. Would you make some noise there for Domino Dale Heave? Mount Rushmore, as you see, we got a girl in the band we like to brag about. She's the two-time and reigning Rocky Mountain CMA Musician of the Year right there. Playing the hell out of that fiddle. She's all the way up from Casper, Wyoming. Would you make some noise there for Miss Brooke Latka? This is for you tonight, America. It's called The World Needs More Cowboys. Still scream, but they're still around. Well, those hearts still sure do hate to disagree, but I think a few more mamas ought to let their babies grow up to be one. Because the world needs more cowboys. I feel more people who ain't afraid to make noise. When stand up with that kind of don't give up tough. More those proud of me, yeah, I think the world needs more cowboys. Yes, coming inside and coming hell from all over this world. Some of the toughest cowboys I've made of cowgirls. Not that there's any less people pushing people around these days. If we had a few more cattle called countries, well, the world needs more cowboys. I feel more people who ain't afraid to make noise. When stand up with that kind of don't give up tough. Lord, I'm proud to be, yeah, I think the world needs
Just this one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tonight, we proudly recognize the courageous men and women who have worn and continue to wear the uniform of the United States Armed Forces. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your sacrifice. And thank you for your unwavering commitment to our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, our salute to service.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as a bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, it takes me away to that special place. And if I stare too long, I'll probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine. Ooh, oh, 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 sweet love of mine. Hey. She's got eyes of the bluest skies, and if they thought of rain, I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a war-shaped place where, as a child, that I would pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by. Oh, sweet child of mine. Hey. Ooh, oh, 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 sweet love of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine. Ooh, oh, oh, sweet love of mine. Oh, 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 sweet child of mine. Oh, yeah. Ooh, sweet love of mine. Where do we go now? Where do we go? Sweet child, where do we go? Where do we go now? Where do we go? Sweet child, where do we go? Oh, where do we here with you tonight. Let's keep that energy high, okay? Let's go! Hey! Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah. And if you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Oh, life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. Hey, and if you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Thank you, Mount Rushmore. You guys like what you're hearing? All right. I love it.
Take on me.
So loud with me, okay? Let's go. And the Britney song was on. My hands up, playing my song. The butterflies flying away. Nodding my head like yeah, moving my hips like hey. Hands up, playing my song. You know I'm gonna be okay. Let me hear ya, yeah. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. Bring it down. I feel like hopping on a flight. party in the USA. Hands up for playing my song, the butterflies fly away. Nodding my head like yeah, moving my hips like hey. Hands up for playing my song, you know I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. Yeah, it's a party in the USA. So loud, yeah, it's a party in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming the Governor of South Dakota, Larry Roden.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Wow. How cool is this? Good evening. I'm Governor Larry Roden. Welcome to the greatest free state in a nation that was founded on the principles of freedom. Here in South Dakota, we still honor America, our freedoms, our founding fathers. If you need proof of that, just look up. Above us tower 4 leaders carved in granite. Their image is built to last for generations. Their leadership will not be forgotten. More importantly, the principles and the values and the freedoms that they stood for carry just as much weight as they did 250 years ago. I wanted to read something that President Calvin Coolidge said 100 years ago when he commemorated the 150th anniversary of America. He said this about the Declaration: there's a finality that is exceedingly restful. It is often asserted that the world has made a great deal of progress since 1776, and that we may therefore very well discard their conclusions for something more modern. But that reasoning cannot be applied to this great charter. If all men are created equal, that is final. If they are endowed with inalienable rights, that is final. If government derived their just power from the consent of the governed, that is final. No advance, no progress can be made beyond these propositions. If anyone wishes to deny their truth or their soundness, the only direction in which it can proceed historically is not forward, but backwards, towards a time when there was no equality, no rights of the individual, and no rule of the people. Powerful words from a great leader who loved the Black Hills of South Dakota. Ladies and gentlemen, America is not just a piece of land. America is an ideal, a set of values, a shining city on a hill, an example to the world of freedom. But freedom doesn't defend itself. That's our job. My great-great-great-grandfather came to America with 4 brothers alongside General Lafayette
to help win the American Revolution. He survived that war. His 4 brothers did not. He was the first in a long history of family service to our nation, including my grandfather fighting in World War I, my father fighting in World War II, my brother in Vietnam, my son who flew Black Hawk helicopters, and my service in the South Dakota National Guard. Defending freedom requires the sacrifice of the brave men and women in uniform, but it also takes everyday Americans. It takes elected leaders who know their duty and who put America freedom first. And it just so happens we have just such a leader here with us tonight. We are joined by our 45th and 47th President, President Donald J. Trump. He is a leader who says what he means and does what he says. Ever since he's been back in the White House, it has been like a light switch is turned back on. Now the lines of communication with Washington are back open. Our state can partner with federal agencies and influence change at the highest level with just a phone call. We have a president who puts American people first. He puts American safety first. And he puts American freedom first. It was 6 years ago, President Trump helped bring this event back. And when we took office again, and when he took office again, we got right back to work. And you see the fruits of that work all around you. Mr. President, thank you for making tonight happen. And thank you to everyone here at Mount Rushmore and everyone watching at home for joining this incredible celebration. My mission as governor of South Dakota is to keep our state strong, safe, and free. Like America is to the world, South Dakota has been a beacon of hope for what is possible when we keep government limited, when we remain true to American values and to our freedoms. Here, we recognize that our rights, liberties, and freedoms are not given to us by government, but by God. And government has no authority to take those rights away. America isn't perfect. Lord knows that challenges will arise. But America has overcome challenges for 250 years and turned them into opportunities. And we will continue to do that by holding true to the ideals of the 4 men on this mountain. Happy birthday, America. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please. There's one more man I'd like to thank. Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum, and the entire team at Interior. And to Travel South Dakota for leading efforts on behalf of our state. Of course, Doug is from our neighbor to the north. So Doug, welcome to the better Dakota. Seriously, ever since the Trump administration took the reins, you've been a great example of communication and collaboration with the states, which makes sense because you sit where we sit. So thank you once again to Secretary Burgum, to President Trump, and to the whole Trump administration for making this event happen. So now, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome United States Secretary of the Interior, Doug Burgum.
Good evening, America. Are you ready? Are you ready to celebrate 250 years of the most powerful nation in the world? Yes, it was 250 years ago. We're on the eve of that. 250 years ago, a handful of patriots, ordinary Americans, they gathered together and they did the improbable. They wrote a Declaration of Independence. For the first time in history, they declared a nation that was founded not on hierarchy, not on monarchy, but not on hereditary, but on an enduring truth, that every American is endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. And among those, you know what these are: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Most in the world thought that this dream would fail, but instead it became something that you're all a part of, the greatest experiment in self-government in human history. It's the story of America that's always been a story of people doing improbable things, things that people thought were impossible, we make possible. Tonight we gather beneath 4 presidents carved into granite, beneath a mountain that tells us a story of a nation made up of people like you. Yeah, baby, that's a B-52. They can fly from here to the other side of the world and back from missions from North and South Dakota. Let's give it up for our great Air Force. But yes, as we gather beneath these 4 presidents carved in granite that are telling a story, they tell a story of a nation of ordinary citizens, citizens like all of you, pioneers, inventors, moms, dads, builders, people that had a dream and served their city, served their community, served their state, and some became presidents. We became the most exceptional, most abundant nation in history. Because what? Because of the freedom we had to turn opportunity into innovation and innovation into prosperity. We explored a continent. We powered the world with American energy. We fed the world with American farms, and we saved the world from fascism and communism. Not once, but twice. USA. Yes, that same spirit, that spirit that you're chanting right now lives on today. It lives on in our ranchers and farmers, our innovators, our entrepreneurs, our miners, our manufacturers, our small business owners, and it lives on certainly in everyone who served in our military. And thanks to President Trump, that revolutionary spirit that founded this country, that Americans believe that they can overcome any obstacle, it has returned. Under President Trump, America is back. President Trump is leading us into a new golden age, an age with peace abroad and prosperity at home. The famous faces behind us remind us of where America has been. But the faces before me, all of you and all the patriots watching at home, give me the hope for our country going forward. The faces of ordinary Americans who care for their families, care for their communities, care for their neighbors, and care deeply about the future of this country. In just a few minutes, the 45th and 47th President of the United States is going to join us under these famous faces, the faces of his predecessors. And how great is it for all of us to have a leader who's committed to restoring American strength, restoring American pride, who believes in unleashing American opportunity and ensuring that America's greatest century is still ahead. President Trump reminds us that we're a nation of abundance, a nation of opportunity, that we've been built on freedom. We're a nation that dreams bigger and bolder than ever before. Those dreams that you have, the dreams that you thought were impossible, in this country, they can come true. We're a nation that believes that we can do the hard things again, not just the easy things. But you know what we can do? We can all seize this moment together. Let's make this 250th year, the year that starts tomorrow, worthy of our great nation, worthy of those that have sacrificed everything to give us this opportunity of freedom and opportunity. I invite every American to join us, join in this celebration, be part of this inspiration, this country unlike any other, and do it not for you, do it for your children and our children's children. God bless you, God bless President Trump, and God bless the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Well, thank you very much to the men and women of the South Dakota Air National Guard and those beautiful F-35s. We love them, and I want to thank you all for being here. This is a big crowd. This is a lovely crowd, and what a sight it is. I want to thank Senate Majority Leader John Thune, a good friend of mine and all of us. Senator Mike Rounds, great guy. Governor Larry Roden, thank you, Larry. Lieutenant Governor Van Huysen. Oh, they're good. I was waiting for that. They said, you start speaking, they won't interrupt you at all. They didn't interrupt us at all. Thank you. They're fantastic. What great, incredible, talented pilots. Thank you very much. And Secretary Burgum, who's doing a phenomenal job. Governor Ron DeSantis, thank you. Governor DeSantis, where's Ron? Thank you, Ron. Distinguished guests and fellow citizens, tonight we gather on the eve of one of the most extraordinary days in the history of the world. Tomorrow we mark 250 years of glorious independence and 250 years of majestic American freedom. Nothing like it. In all the chronicles of the ages, never before has any nation celebrated so magnificent a triumph as this one, the one that we are participating in right now. At 250 years, America is the oldest republic on earth. We are the freest people on earth. We have the most righteous and enduring constitution on earth. We are the strongest and most powerful country on earth. And by the grace of God, the United States of America is the most successful, most accomplished, most exceptional nation ever to exist in human history. And it is great to be your president. It is great. For a quarter of a millennium, liberty, justice, equality, self-government, and unmatched prosperity have flourished here as they have never flourished anywhere before. There is nothing like what we are doing. The birth and survival of the American nation under God is quite simply
the best and most incredible thing ever to happen on this planet by human hands ever. That is ever, ever, ever. No other country has done more good for this world than the United States of America. And we give thanks for these extraordinary blessings. We remember that what we have created in this country is not the natural way of the world. It is not the norm. It is the exception. It is rare. It is priceless, and it is truly miraculous. Throughout the entire story of humanity, most people in most places have lived a life plagued by suffering, poverty, exploitation, violence, and misery. But here in America, in this land, on this continent, we have written a very different story. It's a tale of adventure, liberation, and unmatched greatness. It's the story of people governing themselves, the many uniting as one, the men and women rising by their own skill and talent to go further and reach higher than anyone has ever gone before. There has never been anything like this. The triumph of American independence was the result of the most extraordinary people in history, the most extraordinary culture in history, and the most extraordinary ideas in history, all creating the most extraordinary republic ever, ever, ever in history. It all came together for the miracle of July 4th, 1776. That was a big year. 250 years ago tomorrow, what a big day that is. I consider this a big day because I'm with you. I like that too. And by the way, we won big here. We won really big. Each and every time. But 250 years ago tomorrow, the words of our Declaration of Independence sent an earthquake through all of the coming time. They sparked a revolution that has never ended, but still continues to this day. And tonight we come to this beautiful mountain, and it is beautiful, to express our gratitude to those who made it possible, starting with the four men most responsible for reaching this milestone more than any others. We salute the father of our country, George Washington, the author of the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson, the great emancipator and savior of our Union, Abraham Lincoln, and the man who built America into a global superpower, Theodore Roosevelt. These are the men who declared the freedom, and won our freedom, and saved our freedom, and secured our freedom. They were men of action, men of ambition, men of daring, men of destiny, and men of truly great intelligence. Above all, they were great men of history. Tonight, on the threshold of our 25th year, we stand beneath the monument of these heroes, a true group of unbelievable people, and we rededicate ourselves to being a nation as big, bold, noble, and as great as these American giants. And that's not easy to do, but we're going to do it. These men could only have been made in the USA. Their faces are engraved on these bluffs, not only because of what they did, but to remind us forever who we are. These heroes exemplify what is timeless, enduring, and eternal about the American character. And in the end, it has always been that character, our distinct and unique identity. It is a truly unique identity, and it'll never change. It's the ultimate source of our strength and the bulwark of our freedom. On this anniversary, we must remember, we have to remember, we can never forget that American liberty has not endured for 250 years merely because of words on paper. Liberty has prevailed here because of the culture and character of the people who declared it defended it, and preserved it. These are very, very special times, and this is a very special place. You live in a very special place. Congratulations, everybody. The identity of a nation is the destiny of a nation, and America has a destiny like no other because we are a people like no other. For whatever reason, that's just the way it is. Here, the old world sent its bravest, boldest, and most resilient, its fiercest, most faithful, and freedom-loving. These men and women brought values, traditions, and customs transmitted over the centuries in Britain, and stretching back even further to Athens, Jerusalem, and Rome. The United States of America is where the greatest civilization in human history became greater than ever before. On the grounds and granite hills and the rugged plains of this wide-open continent, they forged a uniquely American character, a new breed of citizen. That's you. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're not that new a breed. You're a really good breed, but I'm not sure that you're that new a breed. Americans did not bow before a king or a government, but kneeled only before Almighty God. That's right. These were the people who founded our republic. These were the patriots who fought for independence. This was the spirit that demanded freedom, and this was the culture that built America and carved its heroes into Mount Rushmore. For generations, it was understood that the core of patriotic duty of every American was to pass this culture on to our children and to preserve the nation for centuries and centuries to come. But in recent years, there's been an undeniable attempt to change this exceptional character, to beat the American spirit out of us, alienate us from our history, and to make it impossible to even answer the question, what does it mean to be an American? As we march into our 250th year, incredible, beautiful year it will be, we must never forget there is no American freedom without American culture. And there is no American founding without the American people. Many nations have paper constitutions and legal systems, but the citizens live in fear and squalor. A constitution is only as strong as the people and the culture responsible for upholding it. But as long as we remember who we are, we have to always remember who we are and what we're all about. The United States of America will forever be the land of free men and women, and we will never, ever fail. So tonight, let us say clearly and proudly what makes Americans so unique and extraordinary. We're going to give our country its identity back. Above all, Americans love freedom. We cherish independence, and we know that we are the heirs to the most beautiful land, the most thrilling story, and the most precious legacy on which the sun has ever shined. In America, we do not need anyone's permission to say what we think and to live as we please, to worship as we choose, or to keep and bear arms. You know that. And for almost 6 years during my presidency, I've saved, almost single-handedly, but working with John and some other great people, we've saved your Second Amendment, and I will continue to do so, I promise. Our rights here, given to us by the God who made us, and those rights shall not be infringed. Americans believe in self-reliance. We look at success with envy not, and I say that some people are envious and some people are not. We are not, but with admiration, and we earn it, and we will always earn it, and we will always respect it. We are an incredible, good, kind, and generous people. always ready to help a friend or a neighbor in need. No one has ever given more to charity, ended more hunger, cured more disease, or done more to uplift humanity than Americans, and no country ever will be able to match it. Thank you. So true. Americans honor excellence. We admire boldness. We respect ambition. We are a nation of dreamers and believers, warriors and explorers, doers and fighters. In every human endeavor, Americans see an unfinished competition. What is strong can be made stronger. What is fast can be made faster. What is great can be made greater than ever before, and that's what's happening with America. Show us a mountain and we'll just climb it. Show us an ocean and we'll just cross it. Show us a problem and we will just solve it. Show us a task the world calls impossible and Americans will get it done. Americans are strong and always ready to stand firm for a good cause. We treasure justice, fairness, family, honesty, and human dignity, unlike societies based on class, clan, or tribe. We see every citizen as an individual, equal under the law and equal under the eyes of the Lord. In America, we speak English because that is the language of our founding, and for 1,000 years, that has been the language of freedom. An American always wants peace and order, but we will never shrink from danger or threat. We will always fight, 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 and win, win, win. We got to do that. Because this is our culture, this is our character. Not every American is all of these things, but every American knows these are the traits that make our country exceptional, and exceptional it is. You do not have to be born here, but you do have to love what we have built. You must love our country. There has never been anything like us anywhere on earth, and we are not going to let anyone take that away. Yet as we approach this magnificent anniversary, we see our American identity under a renewed attack. A generation after we fought and won the Cold War against the menace of communism, there is now a resurgence of the communist menace in our land, including from newcomers to our country who embrace ideas totally opposed to our way of life and our great success. These are not mere political disagreements like differences over taxes or regulations. Communism is a mortal threat to American liberty. It is the greatest threat to our country, including World War I, World War II, Pearl Harbor, or even 9/11. We're not going to let this happen to us. Believe me, we're not letting it happen. Because communism is the enemy of free people everywhere in the world. Never works. It's the enemy of the Constitution. Above all, it's the enemy of July 4th, 1776. It is the enemy indeed. Even while the radicals and extremists attack our incredible history at every turn, they are silent on the miserable history of communism itself, because it never worked. Thousands of years, if you look at it, under different names, under somewhat different ideologies and systems. That system has led to more death and destruction than any system ever tried. It killed 100 million people just in the last century alone. Communism is the exact opposite of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's death, tyranny, and the pursuit of evil. The godless communist morality states that anything is justified to bring about inhuman visions and to really propose What's good? They don't want good. They don't love God, and they don't want God. They don't love religion, and they don't want religion, and they won't have it. But we will not let them win. They have no chance against us. They have no respect for law, justice, principle, tradition, or your God-given rights. It's an ideology of mass theft, mass control, mass lies, and mass murder. Such doctrines can be given no quarter in a democracy, because the first thing they do when they get into power is turn around and destroy it. It always is destroyed, just as communists have done in other countries all over the world, no matter where you look. Very simply, communism represents the worst ideas and abuses in history by the worst people. The American founding represents the best ideas and traditions in history by the best people, like you. You can be loyal to Karl Marx, or you can be loyal to America. You can be a communist, or you can be a patriot. You cannot be both. As for those who peddle Marxist lies about our heritage, who tell our children that we live on stolen land, or that our heroes were oppressors, they're doing something much worse than slandering our past. They are slandering and attacking our future. Not going to let that happen. They're trying to tear down the great American character, to destroy the people who declared independence, who crossed the Delaware, who settled the West, and who conquered the skies. You know who those people are. But we will never let that happen. Our American ancestors did not shed their blood at Concord and Trenton, Gettysburg and Shiloh, Midway and Normandy, just so that a band of thieves, radicals, and lunatics could come in and loot and pillage our nation. Our heroes died to win, build, and to save, and to build truly a great country, the greatest country ever in the world. So on the eve of this 250th anniversary of American heritage, we resolve and swear for all to hear that the citizens of the United States of America will vanquish communism quickly. Don't let them take too much of your time. You know they're wasting your time, don't you? But we're not going to let them take too long or too much of our time as they play their games and send them into exile. We will send them quickly away, and we will continue to build our country bigger and better and stronger than ever before. America will never be a communist country. We can only lose the midterms if we allow ourselves to lose the midterms, if we are foolish, stupid, and unwise. But if we terminate the filibuster, as we should do, and immediately vote for the Save America Act, then we will not lose an election for 100 years. We do that, we're not going to lose an election for 100 years. The Communist Party is made up of illegal immigrants, criminals, and everybody that doesn't want to work. Communism is a loser. It always was, and it is right now. It's a big loser. Look at the people that are promoting it. They are not the people you're going to follow. In 250 years, the free people of this land have accomplished more with our liberty than any other society has accomplished, even in thousands and thousands of years. As you look back and you study, what our critics will never understand is that America is not the sum of its mistakes. Our mistakes make us human. Our achievements make us American, and nobody has ever had the achievements that we've had. We are the nation that dreamed and created the modern world. We laid the railroads. We raised up those big, beautiful skyscrapers, harnessed electricity, and invented the light bulb, the telephone, the airplane, the assembly line, the television, the microchip, the personal computer, the internet, the GPS, the smartphone, and almost everything else that has ever been invented, including, especially over the last few days in certain areas, a thing called air conditioning. We invented it all. We charted the human genome to cure diseases. We powered entire cities by splitting single atoms and planted our flag on the moon. Americans fill the airwaves of the planet with our music and our culture. We invented baseball, basketball, football, volleyball, NASCAR, and the rodeo. We love that rodeo of the West. Americans have won the most Olympic medals of any country in the world by far, the most Nobel Prizes. Well, they haven't given me one. Settled 8 wars, I still haven't gotten it. That's okay. And the most world records. We publish by far the most patents. We produce the best movies. We make the best music. And we raise up the greatest entertainers and strongest athletes the world has ever seen. So true. We built the biggest and most dynamic economy. And by the way, our country today is doing better than it's ever done before. Never had anything like it. With, as of last week, $19.2 trillion pouring into the United States right now from all over the world. That's the investments being made, and the record was 3. 4 years. In 4 years, the last administration did much less than 1, and we did 19.2 in 12 months. And thanks to our great election win, November 5th, and the tariffs, plants and factories are being built all over the United States right now, and they're being built at a number that we've never, ever seen before. So much more. We're breaking records by double, triple, quadruple. We created the strongest and most powerful military. We won 2 world wars, the Cold War, and left America's enemies in the depths of history. We beat Venezuela in 1 day. And we knocked the hell out of Iran. They're dying to settle. They want to settle so badly. We gave them a week off for a funeral because we're nice. It's true. For 250 years, the entire world has looked to our country and been inspired by the leaps of progress, feats of strength, and acts of selflessness, faith, and hope that could only have happened right here. 2 years ago, we were laughed at, mocked, and a nation in decline. We were in very serious decline. Last administration, what they've done to us, we can never, ever forget that. And today, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. Everybody respects us. Like no nation. Remember this, we're respected like no nation in the world is respected like us. Every king, every prime minister, every president, they respect us more than any other country by far. 2 years ago, they laughed at us. Now it's only respect. And I want to tell you, the best is yet to come. So in conclusion, from the roaring waters of Niagara Falls to the shimmering gushes of oil and fire from our beloved Texas, from the magnificent fields of corn and wheat and barley of our farms in the Midwest, to the vast canyons of finance in New York City, from the billowing sacks of steel now being produced all over our country at record levels, to the car plants that are rising like we have never seen before. We have more plants under construction than we've had ever before. Automobile plants, something you didn't see of at all for 35 years. To technology from the minds of geniuses that is being brought to life in all corners of our country, from the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies to the white sand shores of the Gulf of America. And to right here in the Black Hills of the Dakotas, after 250 years, American freedom still rings, the American dream still lives, and the American flag still flies more proudly than ever before over the people who will not quit, the nation that will not fail, the country that will not fall, no matter how hard the enemy tries. We cannot be beaten. Tomorrow we reach a milestone like no other and celebrate with joyful hearts and soaring spirits, because after 2.5 centuries, we know that this is not an ending. This is only the beginning of the golden age of America. And together we will make America bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. I promise you that. It's an honor to be your president. Thank you very much, and happy Independence Day to all. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
has finally stopped on the experiment entrusted to the hands of the American people.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the
that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The great fundamental issue now before our people can be taken with. It is, are the American people fit to govern themselves, to rule themselves, to control themselves? I believe they are.
First of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear
future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted. It belongs to the brave. The Challenger crew was pulling us into the future, and we'll continue to follow them.
At the dawn of the 21st century, a free people must now choose to shape the forces of the information age and the global society, to unleash the limitless potential of all our people, and yes, to form a more perfect union.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
The God-given promise that all are equal, all are free, and all deserve a chance to pursue their full measure of happiness.
Full measure of happiness.
When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. When America is united, America is totally unstoppable.
The work and prayers of century have brought us to this day. What shall be our legacy? What will our children say? Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, America, I gave my best to you.
The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Come on, Ray.
You know, I wish y'all would come along and help me sing this thing. It's all right.